Hey everyone! For today's card, I've got a card panel out here, and I have this beautiful distressed mesh stencil by Paper Rose. And what I'm planning to do with the stencil is add some glitter paste through that stencil. And I have this gorgeous stamp and die set by Sizzix and 49 in Market, and it's called Birdsong. It has 5 dies and 23 stamps. I'm going to use the birds and several of the other stamps, and I've got some Distress Oxide inks in Antique Linen, Tattered Rose, Weathered Wood, and Speckled Egg, and I'll be using all of those on this card. I wasn't sure when I started making this card which sentiment I was going to use, so I have a couple options there. So to start this card off, I'm going to take that card panel and I'm going to use the Speckled Egg and the Weathered Wood inks to ink up this panel. It seems kind of crazy to me that this is actually my 100th video on YouTube. I started doing videos as a way to step out of my comfort zone, put myself out there a bit. I'm very much an introvert, and it was terrifying to start doing YouTube videos. But anyways, as I ink blend this Speckled Egg ink on here, it's a new ink pad, a new blender brush thingy, but I don't know if you can see so well in the video, it was putting some harsh lines on there. Like there's something, like, I don't know, something stuck on the ink pad itself or something on the foam, but it was kind of giving me a bit of trouble. I found if I pressed harder, it didn't show up as much, but if I lightly inked up, see, there you can see again, I'm not loving that, but I will persevere and continue blending this ink onto this panel. I will say though that I really do love this color. It's really pretty, and it is really pretty together with the weathered wood. So here, speeding it up and just applying a bunch of color onto this panel in no particular order, just kind of randomly put the 2 different colors on there. And now I will take out some of the stamps from this set, and I'm just going to use those same 2 colors of ink and just add some random script and music notes and whatever else I picked out there, just to kind of build up the background of this panel. It did take me a while to pick out all these stamps. There's a lot to choose from, 23 stamps in here. So anyways, I think I'm just about done that. Yeah, now I'm going to die cut these birds out. I die cut them out first, and then I'm stamping them with VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink, and I will heat set them and then color them with the ink afterwards. It just seemed easier for me that way, because then I actually knew I got the stamps in the right position on the die cuts. I'm still learning that. So I pulled out these tiny blending brushes that I picked up on Amazon, and I'm using those 3 colors to ink up the birds. And as I get them all colored in, I will take a piece of paper towel and just gently rub over each bird, which just takes the ink off of those black embossed lines and makes it look nicer. So positioning the birds onto the panel and trying to figure out how I wanted them was taking me forever. So I decided to scratch that for the moment and bring out my stencil. And I'm just applying glitter paste through that stencil only on the edges of the panel. So I just was carefully moving the stencil around and applying the paste. And as that dries, I will go ahead and work on my sentiment. So I've got these die cuts from the Poppy Stamps Sentimental Banners set. I cut those out, and then I was stamping a bunch of the stamps onto some of the banners to figure out which one I wanted to use for this card. The extras I'll put in my little bin of extras. I chose the one that says "Thankful for You," and I heat embossed that. So now I'm back to figuring out where I want the birds, and I decided the center of that panel was just too plain, so I'm bringing out some more stamps and using the same inks again, that Speckled Egg and the Weathered Wood, and stamping a few stamps on the center of that panel. So I finally figured out the placement of my birds, and I was seeing where I wanted the sentiment to go, but I decided that white was too much. So I inked the sentiment up with the Speckled Egg ink, and then started gluing everything down. I find sometimes it takes me forever to figure out where to put everything, and at some point I just have to stop repositioning and just choose something. So there we go. And here is the finished card. Thankful for you. I like the sparkle on there. As that dries, it'll be even more sparkly. Anyways, thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.